So we are doing more dissolver. We did one session last time and it actually looks fine. Like I look the same, but it's just, I feel it and I'd rather just attack it all. So we are maybe now 2 hours post dissolver. I'm gonna be so real with you. I was expecting to look way worse. I don't have loose skin, and so I'm not having that issue of like the filler causing the stretching and the things that people are dealing with from getting their fillers dissolved. But I'm sure in different lighting, from overhead lighting, maybe that would be a different story. But it almost made me be like, should I just cancel the surgery? But the thing is, I know my dark circles in my bags is an issue that I had since I was in like 7th grade. I would look so tired. I feel like I've learned to embrace myself enough to not really care. There is still liquid under my skin, which is creating this illusion of the brightness and the fullness. I could feel when I ran my finger like this, like really old fillers. Again, I've been getting this for years and years and years. Like I was fine with it, but over time, like it would almost swell. And when I catch pictures of myself outside, I could see like how tired I look. It does affect me and how I feel throughout the day, you know? And I think there was a part of me where I almost didn't want to admit that this is an insecurity that I had. And I could be like, oh, but I'm proud of the way that I look. I am proud of the way that I look, but I'm also okay with admitting that this is an insecurity that comes up. And because there are different phases of my cycle, like my luteal phase where it can look pretty bad, and when I travel I look really tired, I'm deciding that, you know, this is something that I want to do for myself, and so I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I feel comfortable with the decision. I researched the doctor a lot. Ultimately feel like this is the best decision to make. So don't think I'm gonna make a whole vlog out of Korea because I want to be present. I want to be able to enjoy things. This is gonna be more so about the journey of the surgery. And the most scary thing is not even the surgery, and yes, like the results, because fat transfer, not everything holds, so you don't really know how things are gonna look until like 4 or 5 months, even like a year, you know. It's more so that they're putting me under, and that scares me more because I have a very sensitive body, and I hear so many horror stories of people like not waking up and na, you know. So I do feel comfortable that I'm going to Korea, and you know, someone that has so much experience and this is his expertise and this is what he does. It was just time. This is the day after. I doubt there's going to be any significant changes from here. Definitely is still some swelling because the cannula did have to go through here. So I think as the swelling kind of goes down, it will create a bit more of a tired look. But I don't think it's going to be anything significant. So I think from here on out, maybe right here, there's some leftover, but again, I'm not going to do anything. And I think now we're off to a good start to get the fat transfer. So. Okay, have fun. Had a 15-hour flight, started the day, landed at like 5:40 a.m. and it's now 9:50 p.m. Yeah, tomorrow is surgery day. I have to get there at 10:30 in the morning. They said don't drink any water, food, or anything for 6 hours before the surgery, so I'm just gonna wake up and head straight there. I did dissolve my filler, but like when I do this, you see that? These are like old fillers. I didn't want to keep dissolving it. Too much dissolver can damage the tissue in your skin, so didn't want to deal with that. I don't think it's migrated, but it's super old. Sometimes with fillers, when they're super old, they can get like encapsulated, and so dissolving that can be really hard, and it takes like a few tries. It's better if you use those, like, I don't know if it's called radio frequency, like see where it's at. Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna want to dissolve it more to see what he has to say, but we will find out. And if you were to ask me, do you regret getting fillers? I mean, like, if I had known the surgery existed back then, would I have done it sooner? Probably. Could I have afforded it then? Not really. I don't regret it. I was really happy with the results. It genuinely made me look way less tired. My makeup wasn't so hard to do. In terms of how it's going to affect the surgery, I don't know. So I don't know what to say about that. However, I've heard a lot of people that have had experiences who had fillers and then got it dissolved and did the fat transfer, and like they're still in love with their results. And so I'm not necessarily too worried. We shall see, guys. Good morning. I knocked the hell out last night, so I'm a little bit tired, but it is what it is. I usually do a little cloud9 before bed to help me sleep, and obviously it's super legal in Korea. I was a little bit worried, but thankfully I was tired enough with the time difference to still pass out. Gotta head out of here in like 15-20 minutes. Wait, I should bring you guys. Why my skin looks so good? It's that follicular phase. It's actually colder in New York than it is in Korea. Let's go. Ended up missing my bus, so we're now in a car. So I wasn't able to This whole area of my face is numb. Last thing I remember is laying down on like a heated pad. They injected something in my right arm, and next thing I know, I woke up in another room. I wish I could take some of that medication home. I must say, I'm A-okay. The tape here is like pulling down on my eye, but it is what it is. My upper lip fully numb, this area right here. This is coming back, this is coming back. This, I don't even want to touch it. I want to put my jewelry back on. But I'm like shocked how good I feel. Like they put this here, even this barely hurt. Like the service, everything was incredible. I was told not to look down too much to avoid swelling. So if you're curious, my belly button ring is from Etsy. I absolutely love her. But yeah, and then there was like a TV out in the front. And I was watching it. He's been like on a few TV shows and like interviews, variety. So I was like, I feel really safe. Damn, my nose ring. I haven't taken this out in a minute. I need a mirror. Bitch, tell me this shit closed. I'm about to crash out right now. There ain't no way. Oh, okay. Ooh. But he told me your left side has more fat on the eye bag, which is good. And then the right side, we're gonna have to put more fat transfer. Whatever filler is left, once they open it, sometimes they can see it. He was like, so I would just have to either try to remove it or dissolve it if we find it. They went inside my thigh for the fat transfer. There's like gauze and the incision is there. It feels like I did the abductor machine workout. This, slay. It's 5 days of medication, all pre-portioned. So 아침 쉬고, 점심 쉬고, 저녁 쉬고, breakfast, lunch, dinner. I got like gauze, incision tapes. This I have to leave on for 3 days. Try not to wet the area when I shower. Instructions, cooling pads. Look at that. You put it in the freezer. These I picked up at the pharmacy downstairs. These are just eye drops for whenever my eyes are feeling dry, because she said my eyes are gonna get dry. And these are nice as hell. I'm telling you, Korea is on some other level, dude. The States, the moment you leave the States, you're gonna realize how much we're getting played. This is for my incision here. And these are gonna be eye drops. And if you're curious, the surgery total was like 1,200, which is so fucking cheap because the dollar is also really strong in Korea right now. I haven't eaten or drink water all day. Look how pretty. Kayan 언니, if you're seeing this, thank you so much. It's hard to move my lips, so I don't want to open my mouth too big. Bro, I can't move my upper lip, so I'm getting food stuck up there. Even though I got this stuff at convenience stores, I think the ingredients and the quality of food here is so good that my stomach has not hurt at all. This is how I went to go get my food because turns out I am quite swollen. It's not bad though. I gotta do my ointment stuff. Damn. Didn't give me a fork though. It's okay, I saved my 젓가락. 젓가락? Chopsticks? Korean? 젓가락. Alright, pickles. I love me some pickles. Goddamn. But I gotta film my little content out here, so excuse me. Bro, I look busted. Fuck it. Free the nipple. Let the people see it. Eat some takeout with me while I talk about the surgery I got in Korea and why. I'm gonna take this. I'm scared this is gonna make me nauseated because it's probably like antibiotics. I don't know what each of these are, but antibiotics make me really sick. Day 3 in Korea, day 2 post-surgery. Real quick, if you see me wearing a lot of the same outfits, it's because I didn't really bring that many clothes. Fashion in Asia, next level. So I plan to buy a ton of clothes and take it back. These sunglasses, honestly, are perfect. It like perfectly covers everything up, so you can't even tell. Yeah, I am swelling. I could kind of tell as I was on my walk. I look like I've just like been crying all day. My thigh, so like I said, I got the lipo here. And it's not really lipo. Like when I look at my thighs, there's no difference at all. He said that he took out like 5 cc's and put like 1 cc in here, which is like nothing. But I'm walking fine. Everything is fine. It's just more so right here. yeah, I'm doing really well given the circumstances. I did get some Q-tips because cleaning behind these like little pads is really hard. Walking is good because it does help a bit with the swelling in your body just to get circulating and moving. There's a lot of hills and stuff like that in Korea. It's very similar to like SF and New York combined. And so you walk a lot, but I'm trying not to push my body too much because even though movement is good, I don't want to get to a point where I'm sweating and like my blood circulating heavily because I don't want to cause more inflammation. And that could cause like a bit of bruising. This is pineapple and there's some pineapple juice in here. And so the pineapple is supposed to help. You know, let me tell you something. I'm not comfortable showing myself on camera like this, okay? I'm just like, it feels super vulnerable. I don't like, no one wants the whole world looking at them when they look like shit, you know? Like I said, I always try to be super real and vulnerable with you guys, as comfortable as I can. And I want you guys to see this whole raw process. If you do decide to get this, I want you to know what to expect too. I have so many places saved on here, but I'm trying to plan my days out. They're like bunched up in more touristy areas or like areas that are popular. If I hit everything like that, like, I don't want to run out of things to do. All right, y'all. It's day 3 post-surgery, and your girl's a little swollen, okay? I suspected to be the worst day. The 3rd day typically is always, like, the worst day when it comes to swelling. I look fucking hilarious. I, like, can't take myself seriously. I'm sitting here debating, like, do you really want to put out into the world that you looked like this once? As someone who has quite an ego sometimes. Yeah, so it is swollen. It's not like horrible. I think it looks a little worse on camera than it does in person because of like the lighting right here. But not me trying to like salvage a little bit of my dignity here. But in all seriousness, yeah, it's not like that bad. I haven't had a single really bad discomfort or pain. Other people have said like, oh, it's like pretty bad the first 3 days, but I was fine. I walked around like 20K steps yesterday, which not the best thing to do. So yeah, but today I did want to take it easy just because I was expecting to get the worst swelling on day 3. The stitch over here, I'm not supposed to get wet, so they gave me this like waterproof. Basically, I put this on top of where the stitch would be so that it doesn't get wet, and then I take it off after the shower, put my ointment on, and just let it air dry. This tape, I had to take it off a little bit and put it back on because the way that they put it on, it was pulling my eyelid down a lot. So when I looked at you, this eye was like pulled down, and I didn't want to do anything to it, so I just kind of left it. But inside was a little bit exposed. I think it was causing a bit of dryness, and my eye was watering a lot on this side. So and now my eye feels completely fine. When I do touch this area of my eye, it's fully numb. The swelling is pretty stagnant now. I do feel better. Like the swelling in between my eyes is what I'm noticing. Like it's giving Avatar a little bit. Today's the day that I'm supposed to take this band-aid off. Bitch, my skin though? The one in my inner thigh, again, it just feels sore. It never got bad. I don't have much bruising. To soak the gauze with this cleaning solution and then put these new tapes in the incisions where they went into, what is it? Do the fuck am I thinking about? To insert the fat. Honestly, I don't look that bad. Am I gaslighting myself? I'm gonna go from inner corner out. Don't pull it out, and this goes from like, this is like tattoo second skin almost. You want to pull it really close and taut to the skin. Where's the holes? Okay, this is one side. Inner corner of your eyes to your cheekbone. This whole area is pretty numb. 4 on each side where I see the visible holes. Bitch, there are no holes. Let me healing really quick. One thing is like my blackheads, they're so bad right now because it's really hard to wash your face and do shit. I honestly don't even know if that's going on a hole or a pore. I don't know. I will say today feels a little more sore. Day 6 Korea, day 5 post-op. I feel like I look a little less swollen when I look in the mirror. But what I did notice is that like some of the swelling came down to here. So like it looks like my cheeks are heavy, my lips are heavy because probably a lot of fluid. That's why I'm talking a little bit like I cut a little like a lip filler. And when it comes to like feeling how thin the skin on your eyes is, it's crazy because it's really numb on this side, like I said. So when I touch this, it feels like paper thin skin to the point that it could pop. So it's really scary to touch. Doing the pineapple thing every single day, I don't think it's gonna turn like purple because it would have at this point. It's gonna have that like yellowish green tint. My leg, it does feel a little bit sore. I did notice yesterday it was more sore, like the most sore that it felt. I don't know if it was because I was walking a lot. I literally like hiked up to Sun Tower, and this is my outfit because like my girl was looking cute. What up, gang? Here is, I don't even know, the next day. I feel like I'm actually healing really well, but if I press on it,
if I laugh, I do feel the pain like in the inside, you know, which makes sense. Now I'm starting to see some of the bruising come in. Like the bruising was not there. The swelling here is still pretty bad. I don't think this is gonna dissipate until like the 2-week mark. Like when I wake up in the morning, it's more swollen, which makes sense. And then like last night, for instance, like I looked in the mirror and I was like, I actually look pretty good. I just know I'm gonna be so happy with the results. And like I felt really excited for the first time, even though I've been excited this entire time. Just having that like insecurity for so long, and then just looking in the mirror and just seeing what I've always wanted to see. It's almost like a gift that I gave to myself, and like allowing myself to reach this point after like learning to love so much of me and what I deserve and all that. Like just finally seeing it come to fruition. It felt really good. But whatever it is, I know it's going to be better than what I had before. I know that I'm going to be happy with the results because of the doctor that I picked, because of how much I trusted my intuition that this was the right move to make. And that's a big point for me. I know that I led myself to a safe space. So tomorrow I go into the doctor's office for a checkup. So tomorrow is when I take off these stickers. We are going to our little checkup. Decided to call a car because I could not sleep last night. Okay, I cannot see anything, so I don't know if you could see me. Like, I just turned on my camera by chance, but we're doing a red light therapy, which is cool, wherever you are. So I wasn't able to record the conversation with the doctor because it was super quick, but basically he was like, everything looks really good and it's just gonna swell and like for the next 3 months or so. I usually get macerative Botox like a little bit because my jaw gets too small, but I need it because I clench my jaw so much. But in the States, it's like 200 something for the units that I get. Here, it's fucking $50. So I decided to just do it anyways, even though it's not fully back yet. Cause like, what the hell? This is how we're looking. I could tell that I'm swollen. I don't think you guys can really tell that I'm swollen. I feel pretty good. I swear to God, the pineapple is doing God's work out here. Like, this is the first time that I'm wearing makeup since the first day that I came into Korea. So in 9 days, but it's a little bit yellow. It's still sore, it's still numb. In terms of the swelling, I put a bit of contour here to hide the swelling between my eyes. The doctor said it is gonna be like stiff for the next 3 months. The stitches inside don't dissolve until like 3 months fully. So I do have to be careful, but until like a month, I can kind of just go about, live life as normal. Usually 3 months is average of when the fat inside stops absorbing into your body. This is the first time I'm going out without sunglasses. The skin here got stretched so much that it's peeling and it's very, very dry, but that also is going to take a little bit for the skin to calm down. I'm the most nervous about the plane ride, but hopefully it's not too bad. We are back, bitch. We are almost at the 2-week mark. I'm gonna do one last check-in for the 2-week. Here we are. We have a tiny bit of bruising right here. I still can't really feel this area, but it's starting to come back. This, I could pretty much feel everything. It's still very sensitive. I'm not putting pressure on it. It doesn't hurt as much if I smile or laugh, but I do feel the tension. Something that I noticed, my lower eyelids are kind of paralyzed. And I know that sounds really scary. It is kind of scary. When I look up, something just looks weird. And then I was noticing when I smile, my lower eyelid isn't lifting. And so it looks like, you know, on FaceTime, when you call someone, they make your eyes look weird as fuck for some reason. It looks like that in real life, so it looks really scary. I messaged the doctors because they had to cut the muscle behind the eyes. It's because the nerves were cut. Over time, it's gonna go back to normal. And so when I'm like, don't make me laugh, don't make me smile. Still think it was so worth it. Today's the first day that I'm wearing makeup. And it's wild because like, I used to avoid overhead lighting because it would really accentuate it, and now I don't need to. Relieving. If this is something that you wanna do for yourself, you know, if it is something that affects your self-confidence, I really think it was worth it. I would 100% recommend it. Granted, it's only been 2 weeks. So happy to finally not let this be a thing in my day-to-day. Like I said, like I learned to accept it and be okay with it, but it was tough to have that insecurity come up and me having to pep talk myself like, love yourself, I am what I am, like it is what it is. It's not like I feel any better about myself. It's not like I feel like I love myself more. It's just more like, it's not a thought that I need to have anymore. And it's a really big relief. And if you have any questions, let me know. I'll see you next time.